Well. So you f***ed up Valentine's Day, didn't you? No. It's okay. Because, baby, I'm here to help you. I mean, I'll do my best not to hurt, but, I'm gonna do my best to help. Because you know what it is? It's that I'm so sorry, here's this salmon I forgot shit in the fridge Valentine's Day episode. Season 2. Episode Dose. Menage a Dose. Oh, let's get it! All right. So not a lot of people know how to cook fish. Or a lot of people are worried about how they cook fish. They're where they're gonna, oh, Christian, I don't wanna burn it. Oh, Christian, I don't know what is wrong. Why is the skin on? Oh, Christian, I'm not supposed to eat the scales, but I didn't descale the fish before because I was trying to be sexy and cut it myself and I cut my finger off. And oh, baby, you don't have to worry about any of that. Because what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this here piece of skin on salmon that we got from the local seafood grocery store and teach you how to make crispy skin on salmon. Now, I know what you're thinking. Christian, how? No one has salmon in their fridge, but baby, just shh, wait, stay with me. Now in your fridge, everybody's got something in their fridge that's a condiment, because condiments are king, maybe queen, you got something in there that is, how you would say, spiced for your pleasure. Anyway, so bring back to me. No, look at me. Not over there, over here. Now I'm over here. We're making salmon. We're gonna take that jam jelly preserve that's in your fridge, and we're gonna make a sauce for this salmon. So, all right. Looks like apricot preserves and soy sauce. We've got honey and we've got Chardonnay vinegar. So like a white wine vinegar, you got Prosecco vinegar, just a white wine Chardonnay vinegar from your store. That's cool. If you only have apple cider vinegar at home, that's fine. Add your preserves, add your honey, balance it out with a little bit of soy sauce. That's what we're about to do now, okay? So, that's what we have. Let's get cracking on this sauce. You gotta put it down gently, baby, gently. We're gonna cut up our shallots. So nice middle layer, cut through the center. Don't cut all the way back to the root. And then we're gonna cut our lines. Remember, these slices don't go all the way through. You wanna leave these together and leave them almost intact at the end. So, got our shallots cut up. So we're gonna get a little bit of oil in the pan. So that oil, nice and hot. Now you know how you can check if your oil's hot? You can do the finger technique. Just take a little dab of water into the pan. You hear a sizzle, you see it pop. Guess what? Your oil is hot and your oil is ready. Into the pot go shallots and serranos. Yeah. Y'all hear that sizzle? Let me get my mic real close. So we're gonna get some nice color on these shallots and these serranos. And it shouldn't take too long. Keep your pan over like medium-high heat. Next up, we're gonna take our preserves. Now, I'm gonna do a dollop of daisy and I'm going to use about, look at that. That's about a quarter cup there. And then I'm gonna take a little bit more, get to that third of a cup. We've got our apricot preserves in the pan. We're gonna let that apricot preserve start to break down with those shallots and serranos. We also didn't use any garlic. We literally want the aromatic tendencies and that profile from the shallotes. We don't need any garlic in this. We're gonna take the umami bomb that comes from your soy sauce. We're gonna take that acid that comes from both the apricot preserves and from the vinegar to kind of balance some of this out. And then we're gonna reinforce that sweet profile. We're gonna reinforce that sweet profile with honey. So not a lot of honey. We're just gonna do a little bit. Next up, a little bit of soy sauce. Now you'll be like, Christian, this is just like goo in a pan. Like, I need some liquid. Well, guess what? All you lemmings out there, your soy sauce counts as both your liquid and your salt and your umami. It counts as 3 things. So we're gonna take that soy sauce. We're gonna just give it a dab It's about 2.5, 3 tablespoons of soy sauce in there. You don't need a lot. You're trying to keep this sauce on the thick side because we like that thick. And your boo probably like that thick too. Or maybe they like that thin. I don't know. They just love you. That's all that matters. They love you. Aww. So immediately our sauce started to thin out a little bit. We've got almost like a compote inside of this pan. Next up is gonna be the vinegar. So vinegar, I'm just gonna go. So you want approximately 2 tablespoons of vinegar. You don't need to keep it exactly precisely even. You know, we'll help you out. If you're like, Christian, my sauce fucked up. I did not get any that night. Still wasn't my fault. Still your fault. Don't blame the black man. A little bit of honey. We're gonna take about a tablespoon of honey, maybe a tablespoon and a half. Like, so you notice, I'm just kind of winging it. Well, the vinegar. All right, so we have our sauce. Now, key to this sauce and to pretty much every sauce, key to everything that you do is you should taste it. That's all you're gonna know whether or not it's balanced and where you want it and where your boo likes it. It's more about where your boo likes it and not so much about where you like it. With the sauce, God, you guys have dirty minds. It's time to start working on all of those sides. Sides are done, boo-boo. It's time that we move on to the main attraction. I'm talking about the green onions in front of me, which are the garnish for the salmon. So we've got our pan, it's turned back on. We're gonna let that pan heat up and add our oil for the salmon. First, we're gonna cut a little bit of garnish. So you're just gonna take these, well, I'm gonna take these green onions and cut them on a hard bias. That means cut them on a slant. Pan's hot. We're gonna add a little bit more oil. I know you guys were like, oh, it's fucking oil. Why can't I just use butter, chef? You can use butter, but butter causes fecal urgency, and that's no bueno for the rest of your evening. Oil still heating up. We're gonna take our salmon. We're gonna do a little bit of salt and pepper on the salmon side. The meat, pepper grinder, you don't have to use this if you just have regular pepper at home. Shit in your fridge. So now we've got our salt and our pepper on our salmon. We're gonna flip it over. We're gonna add a little bit of salt to the skin side because you wanna eat the skin. Like when you're buying your salmon from the store with the skin on, generally they descale it. Like they're taking all the scales off. You don't have to worry about that. Make sure that there aren't any scales on your fish. Make sure you put some salt on that fish, both sides. But Christian, how can I tell that there's scales on the fish? Well, it's pretty easy. If you run your hand over top of the skin and you feel little pieces fleck off, those are scales. We're gonna take this salmon and put it in skin side down. Y'all hear that? Ooh. Sam's cooked on both sides. You know where we at, folks? It's time to plate this puppy. So now my salmon is looking sexy. It's fire. So now I gotta get fired up and sexy for tonight. This ain't it. That's better. Damn, the salmon looks good. What is this?
Ladies, Christian, final roses.
So the final rose of the evening goes to the salmon. Ladies, gentlemen, boothangs of all shapes and sizes, this is your Oops, I'm Sorry salmon special for that special one in your life that you forgot for Valentine's Day. Christian Gill, shit in the fridge, stay hungry.
I wanna kiss you all over and over and again. I wanna kiss you all over. Dun, dun, dun. Till the night closes in. Till the night closes in.
Don't do that. That's weird.
I totally filmed it.
Edible arrangement.